Subscribe to the Worthy Toppers channel and press the bell icon to know about amazing facts from all over the world. So hello everyone, as we all know that our world is already fighting with the global pandemic of COVID-19, which releases a very bad impact on our life cycle. It has already stopped all global activities, either it is inside the country or outside. We all are feeling ourselves like behind the iron bars, and rather than this, another crisis has broken on us, which is cyclones. So, in this video we are going to talk about the most destructive ongoing cyclone in India, that is, North Indian Ocean Cyclone 2020. So let's get started, friends. The 2020 North Indian Ocean cyclone season is an ongoing event in the annual cycle of tropical cyclone formation. The North Indian Ocean cyclone season has no official bounds, but cyclones tend to form between April and November, with peaks in May and October. These dates conventionally delimit the period of each year when most tropical cyclones form in the northern Indian Ocean. The scope of this information is limited to the Indian Ocean in the northern hemisphere, east of the Horn of Africa and west of the Malay Peninsula. There are two main seas in the North Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea to the west of the Indian subcontinent and the Bay of Bengal to the east. The official regional specialized meteorological center in this basin is the India Meteorological Department, while the Joint Typhoon Warning Center releases unofficial advisories. On average, 3 to 4 cyclonic storms form in this basin every season. Number 1. Supercyclonic Storm AMPHAN. At 0 o'clock UTC on May 16, a depression formed in the southeast Bay of Bengal and was identified as Bob 01. 6 hours later, the Indian Meteorological Department (IMD) upgraded the system to a deep depression. The system began bringing torrential rainfall to Sri Lanka and southern India. Around 1500 hours UTC, the system further developed into cyclonic storm AMPHAN. That morning, landslide and flooding warnings were hoisted for parts of eastern Sri Lanka, and the Indian state of Kerala were given expectations of torrential rainfall in the coming days. By 9 o'clock UTC of May 17, AMPHAN had intensified into a very severe cyclonic storm. Within 12 hours, the storm had developed an eye and started to rapidly intensify, becoming an extremely severe cyclonic storm. According to the JTWC, it explosively intensified from a Category 1 equivalent cyclone to a Category 4 equivalent cyclone in just 6 hours. Number 2. Depression ARB-01. The depression formed overland near Salalah, Oman on May 29. The Public Authority for Civil Aviation, PACA, in Oman, advised residents to exercise caution and not to venture to low-lying areas or sea. The Supreme Committee asked people to remain at home in non-emergency circumstances. The hospital in Sada was evacuated as the depression intensified. Over 200 mm (7.9 in) of rain fell in Dhofar Governorate on May 29. Some areas received the equivalent of 2 years of rainfall. The highest precipitation total was measured in Merbit, where 1055 mm (41.5 in) of rain fell. 2 days of heavy rainfall, accumulating to 260 mm (10 in), caused floods in Salalah. Operations at the port of Salalah were interrupted by the tropical depression. Residents in central Salalah experienced disruptions to power and water services. Military police were dispatched to clear roads and airlift people marooned by the floods. Engineering teams from the Ministry of Defense were deployed to restore utilities and render air where necessary. 2 people were found dead in a wadi due to flash floods, while another person died and 3 were injured when a building collapsed. More than 50 people were rescued from floods. Number 3. Severe cyclonic storm NISARGA. During May 31, 2020, an area of low pressure developed over the southeastern Arabian Sea and remained as a well-marked low-pressure area over the same region till evening of May 31. It strengthened into a depression over east-central and southeast Arabian Sea in the early morning of June 1, when it was centered about 340 km southwest of Goa, 630 km south-southwest of Mumbai, and 850 km south-southwest of Gujarat. On June 2, around noon, the prevailing deep depression intensified into a cyclonic storm, thereby receiving the name NISARGA. NISARGA would then quickly intensify into a severe cyclonic storm several hours later. And the cyclone is still going on in West India, so stay home and stay safe.